Hello, I'm Monica Watt. I'm the General Manager Human Resources for Elmo Talent Management Software. It's been interesting, actually, that overall how I'm feeling. I've got a warm sleeping bag, I've actually got a warm coat on, yet the ground is really cold, everything is really wet. It's hard. It's really quite confronting what it is. To think in this day and age when we've got such cheap creature comforts and we spend so much that we can't do anything better than a cardboard box. The presentations were all very different, and I think they all hit a core at different levels. You know, to think that it was actually really quite moving in the fact that people could be persecuted for something so little that I'm reminded, I guess, a little bit of my own. I think we all go through our trials and tribulations, but we don't always share our stories. And sometimes I think the more senior we get, that we should be sharing those stories. We didn't get here by easy means. Not all of us have an easy life. And I found it really confronting at the fact that it's still occurring, you know, that... so I'll take a step back. I was homeless when I was younger. So I was in and out of home and welfare homes and you name it for years until I had my first child at just over 17. And then it was people like St. Vinnies, or St. Vincent de Paul's back then, that helped me keep my family in my house. They taught me so much. And you think that is 30 years ago. This is now. These stories were only 3 years ago, 3, 4, this year. You know, to think that it still is occurring. But even more, I think is horrendous. So stories need to be told. Then I think those of us that have the ability or the responsibility to steward the community through, whether it's through our work environments, through the things we do, we need to be more honest about the fact that it wasn't all, rainbows and unicorns to get to where we are. We all have a backstory. And I think sharing it is more important. People might help more. The message I'd like to share to them is don't give up. We're not all the same. Not everybody judges. Not everybody that walks past or isn't helping, they just don't know how to communicate. I think people are confronted. Being homeless or I think you have the opportunity to actually to educate people who don't know. Educate the fact that you have value, that you are worth something, and that you have a future, but you have a presence right here and now. To me, that's really valuable. You may feel like that many people have given up on you. Don't give up on them in return, because one day you just don't know. It may not be you. It'll be somebody else in the future that all of a sudden everybody's getting help. It was actually, again, I come back to the word confronting because it's like as I said, it's been, it's been 32 years since I've slept on a cardboard box. It definitely is in the open. It definitely wasn't filled with camaraderie. Definitely wasn't filled with chatter and natter. It was actually filled with fear. So it brought a lot of memories that hurt like a bitch. What did help, I think, was the first part that really unsettled me was the camaraderie. That's the next part that calmed me. There was a group of people, there was about 5 of them just standing up in front, near where I am. And they were talking and nattering. And it was like, this is good. The people were putting themselves out there. I just want them to take something from this. This is good. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm doing this to educate, doing this to show that we care. In the smallest possible way, but by the biggest possible voices that we can, that we want to do something about this. And so for that, it was good. I just want to say thank you to St. Vinnies. I say, what is it, Vinnies these days? So they did, it's amazing that 30 years on, they're doing even more help, greater help, bigger help. Even though in many instances, in this day and age, with the type of people environment that we have, when it gets too hard, people walk away. They haven't walked away. They've stepped up to the challenge and found more ways to help. And for that, I'll do exactly what I can to help them. Thank you.